It's football time in Tennessee. I think it's better right now than we'll ever be. We're gonna win every game, we win them one by one. And take home another trophy when we're done. It's a big orange thing, it's like a bad mamma jamma running through that tea. We're gonna put down a hammer. Bring all the country girls, gonna be such a sight to see. It's a big orange thing, we're gonna crush Alabama. Whipping Sooners and Hogs, making such a panorama. Hurt the Navy by the river, it's football time in Tennessee. CBS is gone, I won't be listening to Gary. All right. Vol Nation and larger world. This is the We Buy Golf, Mike's Golf Shop, Vols, Tennessee Vols game recap from the NC State game. Now, there's a lot of stuff to cover here, so we're going to get right into it. First of all, we are going to look at the Tennessee Vols football depth chart real quick to give you the clean up the pile offensive lineman blue ribbon of the week. And we have a split blue ribbon of the week, or a co-blue ribbon of the week. And it goes to John Campbell Jr. and Javontes Spraggins, which is no surprise. On one of the plays in this game, and I don't have a video for you, but I'll let you go find it. These two guys start double teaming one of the NC State players at about the middle of the field there. And the player wasn't really doing too good, and the quarterback's scrambling out there. Winds up being a quarterback run for a little bit. But Spraggins and John Campbell Jr. get onto this dude, okay, in double team fashion. And they do not relinquish control. And they take this dude all the way into the sidelines, into the NC State bench, and push him all the way to the bench over there. And I mean, it starts a brawl over there, you know, and everybody's like throwing penalty flags and everything else. So I got to give it up to those guys, blue ribbon of the week for offensive linemen, because they absolutely were destroying those dudes. Now, let's get to the game recap. There's a lot in this game. First of all, NC State was ranked 24th in the nation, which means they're a pretty good football team. D1 program, ACC, everybody knows that. They've had some success the last few years. It is a, quote, they called it a neutral site, which I don't believe that that's really neutral. Our guys had to go on the road. Now, their guys went on the road a little bit too, but it's in North Carolina, okay? And I'm sure it's not the first time NC State's ever played over there. I think it probably is the first time we ever played there. So, our guys were on the road, which means out of their comfort zone, out of the, normal routines. It's difficult to get them guys on the road. It's not easy to keep them all reined in and whatnot. So that was a difficult situation for us, all right? Now, we get in this game. We beat them 7-0 in the first quarter. We beat them. We tied the second quarter 3-3. Okay? No, I'm wrong about that. We beat them 13-3 in the second quarter. We beat them 17-7 in the third quarter, and we beat them 14-0 in the fourth quarter. So we won every single quarter of the game. Final score 51-10. Okay? Nico, our legendary freshman quarterback, 16 out of 23 for 211, 2 touchdowns. He had 2 picks. One of the picks was a throw over the middle into kind of some crazy coverage. I don't really know what happened to that. I think the ball got tipped a little bit. I think he also was maybe anticipating. He was trying to throw the ball into the hole. I don't know. But bottom line is, got picked off, and that was early in the game. Then he gets hit down on close to their goal line, and the ball goes in lame duck fashion into the air and gets intercepted by one of their guys, and he runs 90 yards with it for a touchdown. So we had a pick 6 in the game. I don't think it was at the point of the time in the game where it was going to matter at all, but that's what it was. Now, Dylan Sampson, who I think is the best running back in the United States of America, 20 carries for 132 and 2 touchdowns. And it was hard running effort. He did get one later in the game, running off the right-hand side. He was kind of untouched for 30 yards. But a lot of that was running the power. We ran it a lot to the left, and we were blowing them guys up. I mean, it was 8-9 yards every single time. So I don't know what's up with NC State's defense, but they could not stop that play. I think we could have run that one play all night long and beat them with that one play. And I think that's the play that beat them. Of course, when you start pulling them in and you start getting them to play the run tighter, then that opens up the little guys coming out of the backfield. Our wing back, H-back guys come out. A lot of times uncovered because they're crossing the formation. And we made them look silly on that stuff. He did hit Squirrel White on a deep cross switch route, which is one of the favorite plays that Heupel likes to run. And it was an unbelievable throw and catch. So, you know, really, and of course Nico runs about a 30-yard right up the gut touchdown on him. Tennessee's offense was very balanced. Very balanced in this game. We had 67 total plays. I don't have the stats in front of me. Looks like 38, 41, 40, 44 run plays, 23 passes. So we were running the ball so well on these guys that we did not have to adjust. And I noticed in the second half of the game, Coach Heupel started burning clock a lot, even in the first series. I mean, our guys were burning out, every single second of the play clock. And, in essence, the game was under control, and Heupel made sure that the game stayed under control. I mean, he wasn't freelancing once he had this thing done. He kept the pedal to the metal in the right way and burned the clock and ran the football. I mean, what can you say? NC State offense, they had 143 total yards to our 460. I mean, this is a total domination, crushing victory by the Big Orange on the road against a pretty good football team, okay? So, what do we come out of this game with? Well, number one, we realize that our defense is really pretty good. The schemes are pretty good. The defensive line may be the best defensive line in college football. We're wreaking havoc up there. There was absolutely nothing that they could do. They ran the football. Let's see. They had 8, 17, 28 attempts. 28 attempts is all they could do trying on the ground. And they had a total of 13, 33, 38 yards. NC State rushed for 38 yards in this football game. Tennessee rushed for 249. 249 rushing, 211 through the air. You know, that's balance in a game where we were destroying them on the run. So it's like, okay, we absolutely crushed these guys, and it wasn't even close. They caught us on a trick play in the first quarter with some strange formation, and a guy goes in motion. Their quarterback, they had it all set up there where it's like, okay, we're going to create a one-on-one thing, and their guy was kind of running a crossing route, and he got open, and it was a throw to end-over-end pass out there to him. So, bottom line is, this was a total crushing, dominating victory by the Big Orange. Get used to it, America. This is what's going to happen week after week after week as this team settles in. Kicking game looked great. We did have to punt one time in a game. We did not fumble. We had 2 interceptions. One of them was kind of an iffy throw. The other one, quarterback got rocked. And so the ball was up in the air high, and it was, one of them things. All in all, the Big Orange was wall-to-wall crushing these dudes. Now, we have another tee-up game this week. Poor old Kent State. I feel sorry for them. Kent State has absolutely no possible way of competing against the Big Orange at Neyland Stadium. You can forget about it. I just hope they don't get their guys hurt. Tennessee is just going to crush them guys, and it'll be whatever the point spread is, we'll beat them by another 2 or 3 touchdowns, and it'll just be a crushing defeat. But we're going to get into the heavier meat of the schedule in a couple weeks, and it's got a nice crescendo to it. We got a couple tough road games before we come home, and it's going to be pretty interesting to watch. These guys look really good right now. The most amazing thing is there's 2 things going on. There's a lot going on, but the big 2 are the Tennessee Vols defense so far. They ain't give up a touchdown the last 3 games. We gave up a touchdown on offense. Nico scored one for them. But the defense ain't giving up touchdowns, and that's pretty good. I noticed in the first part of this game last night, we played kind of a bend, don't break kind of defense there in the first quarter or so, just kind of feeling them out, making sure they didn't throw deep on us or nothing, and they couldn't. And then we clamped down on that run, and the next thing you know, it was like it was game over. They had nothing. They had no answer to what we were doing. 0. Moving forward, we got the Kent State game, which we know is going to be a laugher. It's going to be a party time up in Tennessee. Then what happens is we're going to have to go on the road to the Oklahoma Sooners, And I'm not looking past the Kent State game, but I'm looking past the Kent State game because it's going to be an absolute laugher. We're going to be practicing our plays and getting some guys some playing time and, that kind of thing. That Oklahoma Sooners thing on the road is going to be a serious football game. Okay? It's going to be Oklahoma's welcome to the SEC. And I don't know exactly what time frame it's going to be. My guess is that's going to probably be a 3:30 game. I don't know how. We ain't got Gary no more to push around on CBS, so it's going to be ABC doing the game, I'd say. I don't know. We'll see. But bottom line is 2024 Tennessee Vols football is for real. What's the best thing about Nico? I think Nico's pretty smart. Not only is he an accurate passer and got, the athleticism to, he can run on you. He can throw the ball and make all the throws. We have not had a guy at Tennessee who could athletically play the game of football and make all the throws. I mean, every single throw. Ever in the history of Tennessee football. Peyton Manning was pretty good. I think Hendon Hooker was probably a little better than Peyton Manning. That's just my take on it. He wasn't with us very long. But this dude, Nico, is the best quarterback the Tennessee Big Orange Vols have ever had. And he may be the best quarterback who's ever played the game of football. I mean, it's very possible. The dude's that good. We got a running back who is just, it's a shame. I wish we had another running back kind of help him a little bit, Samson. And we had a guy, Bishop, in there, I think, doing some things. And you could tell he fell off a little bit when compared to Samson. But Samson is freaking unbelievable. And, I mean, he paid for it last night. I think he needs an ice bath after that one. We need to bring some guys in on running back spot and see if we can get somebody else doing some work in there. But Samson is unbelievable. It seems like all the receivers, he spreaded that thing out to the receiving core last night. Nico did. This is interesting. We had 8 different guys catch footballs. 2 touchdown passes. Kitzelman and Stays. Both of those guys are H-back, whatever, wing-back kind of players, tight end, whatever you want to call them. And they're coming, crossing route across the formation out, and they're wide open. Both of those touchdowns were an absolute laugher. So, all in all, it just looked fantastic. What can you say? It's just a big orange thing. And that was the recap on the NC State game. And I hope you guys have a good week and rock and roll. Check out my new hit song, Big Orange Thing, on the YouTube and wherever music is sold. See you later.